loud before we get on with the gets goings. And okay, I'm live. You can hear me. I'll go ahead and share into my wine diva virtual tasting room because we drink wine and talk fun things together. Where does this say? It's a group. Hitting the buttons. Boom. There we go. Roasted it. It's shared. We're going. We're get out, and then we're gonna turn on over here on the Instagrams, and then I like get down to it, right? All right. Okay, so a minute in. Let's do the thing. All right. So for those who don't know us, I'm Tiara, AAT, your wine diva. I help find wines that you are going to love. I love the snobbery out of all things wine, making it more fun, making it approachable. I also love coaching people on how to leverage social media so they can grow their businesses. And particularly with things like live video. As you can see, I am live, so I'm setting this up for podcasts, all sorts of fun things. And then who are you, dude?
I'm Jay. I'm here for the color commentary.
You're here for the color commentary? Oh, man. Oh, man. All right. So tonight we're going to drink wine. I've got 3 bottles of wine in our vicinity. First, I've got Petit Verdot that I opened on Sunday, and it has been quite delicious. And I'm definitely finishing up tonight, just in case this wine gets drank, food all the way up. I have a 2014.
Sweat.
It's sweating because I had it chilling a little. 2014 Talmage tea, Cabernet Sauvignon, and this is like from I don't even know now. It's been years. It's been aging for years, and I like that it's a tea because I'm your tea and wine. So that makes me happy.
Dynamite.
It's dynamite
because it's tea and tea.
Tea and yes, you had to explain that. I did not catch on quickly for that one, so that was good. And then Jay, you're drinking Chardonnay, yeah? Mm-hmm. Chardonnay all day, yay.
Yeah, Chardonnay today.
Chard's the bay today.
Chardonnay.
Mm-hmm. Is that what we were talking about?
That's what we want.
It's what we call it. Mm-hmm. Speaking of bays, today's topic, we're gonna whine about gender roles. Oh snap! Oh snappo! Oh, can you say gender role? Can you say hey? Can you throw me some love? If you're listening with us today, you tell us, what do you feel about gender roles? How does it make you feel? For those listening on the podcast, yes, we do record live on Facebook, Instagram, and the YouTubes. Wine Diva Tiara on all the places. It's actually Tiara Janae on the Facebook. But anyways, yeah. So let's get started. I guess let's start with like the inspiration for this particular day. So I guess once upon a time. One time in a land far away, on our couch. With the land far away. We were I think we were all also drinking wine. And I was like swaying through the Facebooks and the faces. What's up? Small but fierce brewing. Hey. But anyway, so I was scrolling, get my swerve on, and I saw this post, and I was, oh, that's cute, and it was like something like the guy. It was what you do when your woman fixes you food, which I had an issue with the word woman, so we'll get that one too.
I feel like it was a little more than that, but yeah.
It's like when she cooks you dinner, do you A, like eat while it's hot, or B, do you have everybody wait until she sits down to eat well? And I was like, and the like, I guess the comment, I think it was like Tumblr, so it was like you had original post and then you comment, and that was like the screen capture. And I was like, oh, he said that he was gonna wait until she sits down. That's nice, or whatever. And Jay was like, and like goes off. So like, explain your thought process behind like why you were like feeling some type of this post.
All right, so I feel like that when you sit there's a bit more.
Grab chargers from my computer.
Oh, I thought you had to grab your wine.
I have plenty of wine, so you can start talking.
Welcome to Justin's Hour. Today we're gonna be talking about genders and the roles in society, relationships. Oh, sorry, she's back.
I was going to go with that. I was waiting for where that was going.
But no, I feel like there was a little more to that. I feel like it was like when she cooks for someone. Like, so what do you do when you eat? Do you make sure that, do you eat the food hot, or do you wait for your lady to sit down before anybody can eat? There's something like people are going in the comments like, yes, that's what they treat her. Like, she's tired, had a full day at work, you got to take care of kids, and she just got done eating, or she just got cooking for you. Make sure that you treat her with respect and wait for it. And like I guess that's a vibe, but like they're all saying it for the point like, well, she has to be one cooking, and like, why isn't there any equality? Why is she always one cooking? Why aren't you cooking? Like, if all this was on her board, and I feel like there's some other stuff they tossed on TV, but I was just like, yeah, I don't know about that, because I mean, is that really the most loving, respectful thing to do? Is just wait for her to get done so everybody can eat? Y'all can help out.
I mean, I thought it was cute. I thought it was sweet in the beginning, and then the way he popped off was like, you're right. As I probably earlier in that day, and cooked me dinner.
But I swear, somebody said that's the most loving thing you can do. I'm like, is that the most loving?
I mean, I love it when I come home. My man has vacuumed and put away the dishes and cooking me lunch. I mean, that's
you could pick 2 out of the 3.
Okay, am I asking too much? Okay. What do you think? Like, give me love. Give me some feedback. Your thoughts on the roles. Like, should the woman be in the kitchen, cooking and cleaning it and doing all of the things? My thing is, you want me to do all of this all the time and every day. I better be like not having a work. Like, there's be some sort of trade off, right?
I mean, what was your thoughts when you were reading through it?
Well, I thought I thought it was cute because if I'm sleeping, one of the things that triggers me, because I like my food hot when I eat. So like in general, like I like hot food. So it like triggers me if I'm like if I cooked for you, and then you're like, okay, and like take your plate, and then you sit down and you go play a game or you go do something else, and then you don't touch it, and I'm like, but it's hot, and I plated it, and like I've saved, and you have not eaten it at the appropriate temperature. Truly, like experience the full like food awesome that it is. So like from a foodie perspective, I'm eating it right.
Let's stop about there. I feel like that's the same thing that comes into wine, that can come into food, that can come into like quote unquote propers. Because like there's, when you're in college, people are like, doesn't taste as good as cold pizza, or doesn't taste as good as day old pizza. And there's a certain vibe in that type of food. But if you're talking to like pizza aficionados, or like people that are crazy about it, there's nobody that's really a pizza connoisseur is gonna be like, yeah, but have you had it read it though? What about that Monday after you went out, or like Saturday after you went Friday, and you get that slice from that bomb greasy nasty pizza? Like, but when you're in that moment, it could be some for you, but does it have to match all the parameters of people quote unquote properly eating it in the foodie style? All this to say is like, maybe not the same vibe where I need it at that temperature.
And you are 100% not at that vibe. Like you,
is it a vibe? I feel like it's a vibe.
I feel like you have What time is it? It is 30. Hide kids, hide your wives, hide your husbands, hide your, I don't know, hide your whatever ever. I don't know. I'm just saying, like, no, all inclusion, whatever you identify as we talked about last week. We need Angela to give us our she should call in. We need her. I'm like looking on the phone. I can't see the comments on the
Babo
on the post off the labs. But anyways, so like I just want to be all inclusive here. So this is an all inclusive resort. All wine is included in this conversation. So anyways, as we were saying, as I pull myself another glass. Can you hear that? Trickle, 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 trickle.
So I was asking though, is live or is this the more than that?
It is. I mean, it's Justin. You Justin.
I'm a vibe, yeah.
I was wondering if I should like put your whole as should I slay name. That in the political climate we're in, probably not appropriate to make joke about it anymore. Government name. That's the other phrase. That keeps it better. Interchangeable. What's up, Dan? How are you doing this evening? But yeah, should I put your name out there? I was like, I'm gonna be like Justin.
We just said I'm Jay here, colorful commentary.
Jay. So Jay.
Let's keep it 100. We good.
Hundreds. All right, so I already forgot what we were saying.
Wow,
Your question.
Mm-hmm.
Jay in and of itself is a whole vibe. Like he is. Like, when I talk to people, like mom, you can even talk. Like my mom talks about Jay. It's so funny because she's like, he like, you know, just always so he's gonna live you like 200 because he doesn't trip about anything. He is just like so easygoing, and all of these things. So you are your own. Like you are never. Yes, you're triggered. I feel like you have this laissez-faire, very even personality. So like it doesn't bug you. Certain things like the right to the wine or the right temperature of your food doesn't bug you. So like that's not like a big trigger point for you, which is a huge, well, not huge, but like I am very specific about how I like my food, and I want my pot when I'm eating my food. So in a way, I feel disrespected if I've slaved in the kitchen. I've made this food. It's piping hot, especially because I'm also a person that tries to time it so everything like come out at the same time. Like me, no. Angela said this is a top 30 talk because Jay is a love A. But you know what I'm saying. Like if I'm Angela, you have like tell me, how does it make you feel if you put a plate in front of someone and you've taken the time to time it perfectly, so everything is hot at the exact time, and you hand them a plate and then they go off and they do something else, or they do the plate and then they're not enjoying it at optimum like excellence.
Look, I think it depends on the dish though. It's like
it does. Wait.
Look at this.
Cracking glass. That's how you know it's right. I'm right.
Let me finish though. So like, I feel like there's some people though that like you'll order them, but I might want to mix it with some milk. Like I get some mashed potatoes, but mix it with the macaroni. And but wait. But you can do that with a lot of other things. But sometimes when you mix it hot, ready-made hot temperature is the best. Cool off a little.
I mean, I understand, like, you know, especially something like macaroni and cheese, where it's cheesy, and like at least five pieces of macaroni and cheese. And man, that's a conversation because like foods that you don't eat, everybody write it down.
How many cheeses is too many?
Put it down. Put it on the list, Justin.
That's cooking test.
That's
how many
not,
cheeses is too many?
There's such thing.
I bet there is though. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But I'm asking you.
Can't have 12 cheese macaroni.
I'm asking you. Put a topic down. Write it down so we can remember it, because all of my devices are being used right now. So I need your self.
Weirdness on the iPad.
My devices are being used right now. iPad. I have no idea where it is now.
You know. I'm just gonna take a recording.
Get this. But now I already forgot what topic was that I was going to be a great topic. Foods that you can't. Everybody's food, like, potato salad or mac and cheese. Like, you don't eat these, whatever.
Restate the topic.
The topic is foods that you don't eat everybody's of. And so
you mean like when there's beans in the macaroni salad?
Oh,
or raisins?
Honey. We've got a conversation. We have gone so off topic gender roles. We're so into the food part, and I know we're making Angela hungry. You ain't getting this cooking again. That's what Angela said. That's disrespecting the food. If I have my ass in the kitchen, you better respect the chef and eat it. It is meant to be eaten. Hallelujah. Thank Jesus. Blessings. He said blessings.
So wait, let me ask you then.
I'm just putting words in her mouth.
Is the chef always right?
Yes.
Even if bad chef?
I mean, they're not a chef. If
Okay.
If they like, she's literal chef. So there's a difference.
Yeah, I was just asking. I'm just saying. Sounds like this caveat.
You have taken time to study in gourmet, aka Angela K.
Okay.
Rhymes.
So we all ain't in Angela.
Yes, so we all ain't Angela K. But you know what? I went to the cooking school of
hard knocks
of growing up in Virginia with with a black mama and a black daddy who actually knows how to cook, and grandma, and I have gone through my mom says you're a good cook if you've been burnt a couple of times, and I know I've gotten my share of burnt. So
that's a real fight though. Like there's some southern cooking that I don't get down with.
Like what?
I mean, I don't really eat it, but chicken fried steak is always weird to me.
I think that's when it's a weird food to begin with. So I don't get what that's not something that's in my bar of cooking. So I'd rather have smothered pork chops. But we are supposed to be talking about gender roles.
Yeah. So like I think your mom does seafood casserole. I'll eat it, but like as not 100%.
That is 100% on the list of things I don't everybody else's stuff, and it's not the casserole. Or are you talking about the seafood salad? Those are two different things.
Both of them are the same vibe for me. So
both of them are delicious, and you can check yourself at the door, sir.
Just saying,
you are not about Thanksgiving.
Not about that life, but some of it. But the point we're
Scottish, I see you. Hey boo. All right, so we're talking about gender roles. We're going to open it back. We're bringing it back to the topic at hand. So we were talking all this stuff about
you're
cooking.
Trying to say how you felt, and you're trying to say people got to eat it hot.
Yeah. So for me, from that particular post that we're talking about, where if you're just now tuning in, we're talking about a post that we saw where basically the point was that the man was celebrated because he thinks the appropriate way to thank his wife for cooking for him is to
like thank him in general.
Let me finish. To let him make every finish or wait before they sing until she sits down, which and everybody lauding the fact that he is like genuinely enough to wait for his wife to sit down before anybody can touch their plate. But my argument was that if I lived in this kitchen, I want you to eat the food hot. But that being said, to gender roles, I don't think it should be in every single day. Like the only person in the house is the female, or yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think that. Ooh, yes, smothered pork chop, girl. With sorry, I'm in the comments. I so smothered pork chop, and then use the dripping pork chop, and you add a little flour to make a roux.
You're gonna too far with this.
Oh, and add some onions, some mushrooms, and anyways, honey. I haven't done that in years. But anyways. As I digress, because food is something I could talk about a lot. Do you listen to Jill Scott? Have you listened to Jill Scott? Have you listened to Jill Scott? She has one song, and she's she says something about she's taught making breakfast, and she's like grits, and I think about that, and I'm like nobody can sell food. Maybe it was Anthony Hamilton because he's got cornbread and collard greens. I got what? That's how that's how you know. I'm Southern, and I know I like like food because I can sell some food. But yes, so other things that I feel like what are some gender roles that you grew up with, Mr. J, and those watching live?
I mean, I think it's just the classic stuff that's in these you see on TV shows. You know, women's in the household, occasionally. Well, I guess I mostly saw TV because I just mostly saw TV. Like the women will be taking the kids. I think Seven is always where my mind goes. You know, but like a lot of those TV shows, like Home Improvement, Boy Meets World. Like I don't know, Mom did honestly. Besides probably be there occasionally. You know,
they like might have a job.
Yeah. So, but yeah, rules. Just classic. Man's the provider, woman's the house carer, takes care of the house, takes care of the kid, keeps the family together. The man's grumpy. I think I'm just going with children, which is horrible reference. But there's not a lot of huge ones specifically, name that are different.
Are they that you like adhere to?
I don't see the point in adhering to gender roles.
Hold up. I'm trying to read Angela's comment. Mm-hmm. And am I supposed to say vajay or vagay? Either way, I appreciate that term. Ain't got nothing to do about when someone eats. Well, a J is a J and not B. So I'm just asking questions. Because I'm about to learn today. I have friends that are, vegetarians, I would say. So that's a whole conversation.
So I feel like the question is like what gender roles do you feel like we should keep, or are you down with?
Angela says both feels so binary. I think
that's a gender role.
It's so. What should we keep? I don't think we should keep
what
any.
Here to? Like, which ones are you not making issue of in?
I mean, I don't mind cooking, but I don't want to cook every single night. Like or every day.
That's what about, like the man driving him everywhere. The man takes him out on a date.
There's something like I like to be treated like a princess. So it's like that whole art of like, am I a feminist? But like I can't be like treated like a queen sometimes. Like there are times where I'm like, yes, I want to be driven around, I want to be doted on, and I want to treat it like a little fairy angel. I don't know, fluffy like poodles and things. But I don't think it'd be a end all be all. Justice to drive every single time. We're going to Tequila tomorrow, and you. I straight up. I will drive down and drive back. You're sharing, bring the responsibility.
Almost
so
like we had a kid.
And that too. If we were to ever have children, we are sharing this responsibility. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take it since I have to carry it for 9 months. You have 9 months to carry it.
How another real question sometime.
What?
How many women would be down for never carrying a kid if men could do it?
Oh, because that sums up your body.
Yeah, is there something that I feel like I have to be a mom already to like really know? But is there like the feels that
I don't know,
the closeness with the child? All of the process comes with you and the child. It makes you a lot closer, right? Would you give that up?
I mean, I don't have children, so that's a welcome, friends, and to get to know a little about me. I have children, so I feel like I'm the wrong person to ask.
That could be another time.
That could be a whole, but no, like a lot of women that I have talked to that have had children are like, oh, like pregnancy is an amazing, part of my experience, and I loved it, and all of these things. And then I've had other people, another friend that has had HG, so it was not a happy experience. Like it's like having the child was amazing, and like now that they have kids, it's beautiful. But the fact that like literally lost weight and they threw up like all day every day and couldn't hold anything down was also a horrible experience. So I know that's not something for everybody, but it's not like the everyday situation. If I was to plan to have children, I totally would pawn it off on you to like carry the kids drink the whole time. You're welcome.
I feel like there's got to be a couple good gender roles. I just can't think of any.
All right, so Angela said, why did Jay say, yeah, because it is a gender role that assumes that there is only binary gender and gender is a spectrum. Yes.
So the reason I said that
teaching us the things
is like, if you're talking about gender roles, typically people would think to old school gender, but male does this, female does this. And so the phrase gender roles, I don't think has been broadened out to the binary spectrum yet, or the non-binary spec. Sorry, from typical thought. I mean, people have done it. But I'm just, if you ask anybody on the street, they'll probably struggle to really.
I mean, I feel like this is a whole conversation, and I would need like Angela on a live first, because I feel like her expertise is so much more like full scope than mine. To have a conversation of like what are different pronouns, what does binary non-binary mean, what is gender, and like that's a whole conversation in and of itself. And then Angela was just saying that the idea assuming that like you have to be able to birth a child to be close to it versus
I wouldn't say you have to be, but yeah, you have it.
The idea. Well, I mean, I know it's a concept that people say that like I'm so much closer to my child because like the child grew within me, but like Angela's a bonus mom, meaning like a stepmom. For those who don't know that term, so she feels a very strong connection, with her child, and so like you're saying just because he doesn't carry it, that does there's that they can be that close to have that statement.
Is that what that statement says?
That's kind of how it's.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
I can tell for sure.
But I don't think I feel like you don't have to keep the child for you to love any more or less. I think once you have like it's depends on the relationship. To be honest, there are some people that have horrible relationships with their parents and mother, and that doesn't carry them versus a teacher or a mentor or somebody that's come into their life that has just strong impacted it for a positive and with a positive response. So like can be somebody. Oh man, this is a conversation to have.
So where were we at though?
Angela says my face or my face as you're talking. My face says everything. We talked about this last week.
Yeah,
that my face can't control.
What kind of different talkers are there?
And the more
some body talkers,
body language. Get the Ursula on.
There's tone talkers.
Tone talkers.
Yeah, you can only tell what they mean by tone.
Their tone, like you can't tell, like
or you can't tell what they mean by their tone.
That is definitely a person. like you can't tell if they're being sarcastic, if they're telling a joke, or if they're being like on it. Like you can't tell because it's all just one monotone, no inflection, no nothing. Man, that is. I am totally a face talker.
But yeah, I'd say talker people that can't hide what they because they just always their tone always says it. Like even if they're trying to be nice, but they're disgusted. Those type of people.
Yep. Mm-hmm. My mom say, "Don't talk to me with that. Don't talk to me with that tone of voice." I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
Or don't look at me with tone of voice.
Yeah,
I think that's what it was. Because it's like that's not supposed to make sense. Yeah, don't look at me with that tone of voice.
Say that to me.
I do because I got it from my mama.
Mm-hmm.
She get it from my mama.
All right, so back to gender roles.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about that. We were talking about cooking. You asked what are some gender roles I grew up with. And I'd say like people say the typical ones. I'd say they're like what useful gender roles are, and is there useful gender roles?
I mean, I think
they're not useful, but like it's not an issue.
Because when I think of gender roles, I think of like chores, right? And things that nobody really necessarily wants to do.
Really? What about clothing or colors?
I don't think that's a role. I mean, that's like I think of a role as like thinking gender wise, like a role is that I've taken on my
maybe I'm thinking norm.
Gender norms. That's different. There's a difference. So that's expanding the conversation because where would you want honey? But I think like for me, I feel like sometimes I'd rather take trash and have you cook than
What about lifting heavy objects?
Lift heavy
Are you
objects.
gonna hurt your lady parts?
Oh my god!
That's
Oh,
what
you need a
grandmothers
conversation.
say.
You talk about that.
I mean, that's the conversation. That was one of the old.
I
I don't want
can't-
to know it's an old wives' tale or old saying or old thing.
The
But
first
yeah,
time I heard,
don't lift heavy to hurt your lady parts.
the first time I heard something like that, I don't. In your family, I was like, say.
That's Godmaster, yeah.
I think she brought it up. I feel like it was either said to Mo or like she brought it up, but I was just like, say, who says? She was like, yeah, you know, I can't pick anything up because I'm gonna hurt me parts. And I was like, is that a thing?
Yeah.
Not that she thinks that. It was just something that was told to her as a child. And I was like, who's that?
I've got a gender role for you.
What?
And carries the luggage.
I mean,
I know, like we haven't thought about it, but you like will end up, you know, you gotta do. But sometimes you be packing in a big bag. I'm like, it's not me. Not me. It's not the best fact.
I mean, okay. So that is how I grew up. Like I grew up and I like always drives. You know, dad takes the luggage, any of the bigger pieces, and he like very old school. Like, all right, whatever. Like he'll cook. Like I think cooking across the board. My dad was actually the first person to have me up in the kitchen. I think I remember being 3 years old, standing on like a stool and learning how to scramble eggs. So like, you know, he's got his like he'll cook, he'll clean the house, he'll scrub a toilet, like whatever. Like he's got all of it down. A hardworking man. But I think with that and having that mindset of like I do all of the hard work, I do all of the things like
housework too.
Dude, like he said, like you know about like when, like people always say like you always men marry their moms and women marry their dads. Like he said bar. and my friend don't do all those things. That's totally fine. But I mean, I would like to carry my luggage, just lazy, but that's a whole like that to me. I don't think that you should have to carry my luggage if that makes like if I packed that I overpacked is my burden to bear, but I appreciate if you see me struggling and you know that you carry my bag and I carry yours better then you being open to making the switch, not necessarily carrying both things. I'm okay with that.
You know the one gender role or not the light thing.
Angela said you're lifting with your pee, you're doing it wrong.
Warrior tree.
Warrior tree. Oh my gosh.
And it's what the eggs is.
I mean, there's, you know, going off topic, because I'm thinking about there's like a woman who uses like an egg,
with weight,
and she puts like weight stuff and attached to it. Like she has like a thing that attaches to her egg, and she puts it, and she does like I don't know, heavy lifting Kegels, and I mean, I'm just saying that's impressive.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. She is a whole vibe.
I was gonna say, so like when you're learning about the polite, gentlemanly things do, quote unquote. The thing that always got me is putting your jacket over a pedal for a lady to walk through it. Oh my god!
All of a sudden, all the comments showed up in that weird.
Yeah. But yeah, I cannot imagine tossing off my coat in puddle so I could walk over it.
That makes why would you ruin a coat? Coats are expensive, and you see it on TV. Whenever on TV, it looked like a leather coat. Like it was like a Jeep coat. Hey Dee, it was like an expensive coat, and it ruined a coat. And usually they didn't put the outside towards where you're stepping on versus like the puddle itself. So you're just on the inside of your coat.
Like,
why can't you just step around the puddle?
That's a strong flex, but I'm not of that life. I've never seen anybody that's that life.
Oh, Angela says, what about a lesbian couple? Does one person carry another person's luggage make them less than a woman? No, I don't think so. I definitely have I feel like there are times
less of a woman or of a woman.
Neither. I don't think I think I think people do what fits them. Fits their personality. It's not they're this more masculine or this person's more feminine or whatever. Like, actually, now that I take it, we totally did. Oh man,
It was the
that was.
There's a name for it though.
It was a spectrum.
Yeah. There's a name for this.
I forgot what we did.
It was the,
so we were hanging out with our friends, who were both lesbians, and we decided to create a spectrum, or I mean, I guess it's like kind of break down the different
levels,
categories of which like people like flavors of lesbian. Is that
I think so. I think it is.
It was just like, like on the spectrum from like butch to like them, and like how different people identify. And on one hand, like
I think more just so I could understand what the terminology you make now.
There's terminology, but at the end of the day, like I like the way one of the guys that I follow who does like anime reviews. His name is Crispy Nats. He's hilarious. Identifies as bisexual, but he says labels are canned fruit, and I love that. I love that sentence because really I think we try to make everything much more comfortable, and the best way to make it comfortable for us is to put a label on it, so we can better understand it. And yes, I think it's a good idea to be able to understand other people, connect with other people, but we don't necessarily need a label that. And for if somebody wants to carry their significant other's lineage, out of love, out of the fact that they feel like they're stronger, or whatever of, I don't know, what makes them feel about themselves and showing love for their significant other. I think there are more power to them for doing it, and whatever you feel comfortable doing, whatever lights you on fire, that like shows love to your significant other that you to do and you feel happy to do, go for it. But I don't think there should be any sort of hard set rules that you have to the kitchen and you have to take out trash and you have to do this because somebody somewhere at some time wrote it that you have to do it. There was oh my God, my Lanta, I saw. So I don't think I shared the post. I like laughed because it was like an article that was written in the 1950s about how to please your man, and it was like this long thing about make sure that the children are quiet when he gets home.
Wasn't one of them like don't talk unless you're spoken to? It was real like
I didn't see that. If it did, my phone was still intact. It didn't go flying across them, so I'm pretty sure that's what was said. If it was on there, Lord have mercy.
Make America good again.
Oh, honey, no, thank you. Labels are for canned fruit is damned right. That's right.
Right.
Canned. So we didn't get asked what we're sipping on tonight. So I just finished a bottle of Petito. We're about. Thank you for reminding me. We're about to open a bottle of Cabernet Sauvignon. It is homage tea because I'm your girl tea, and it's been sitting on my what do you call it? In my rack for a while. Not this rack, but my wine rack.
So. While we're talking about gender roles, yeah, we can. So when I think of roles these days, I think typically they're in very high profile house or southern areas.
I could see that.
Or Midwestern, which still has this southern vibe, but like
I feel that.
Why would gender roles be strong there or more blunt, do you think?
I think it. Woo, we're about to get political. And I don't like to get political on my things, but I do feel like it has something to do with, I guess it doesn't have to be political, on a religious standpoint, but I think areas tend to have a higher, like, religious affiliation and deep vibes within the deep roots with the church.
The gender roles
and it is like something that has, it's written in the Bible. Certain things are written in the Bible, and I had cover to cover, so I can't do exactly what it says verbatim at all. So, but there are things that are in, that was a good brain exercise. Sorry that there's an echo, friend. One of these days, I'll figure out what's wrong with my mic. Maybe Jade needs to buy me. Sorry, or no, return it. Figure out what this warranty thing is. But yeah, I think that we're more like, for blood of Jesus. I do think that I'm going all of the wrong places. I do think that having a strong like structure that's based off of religion and what's in the Bible and what they believe that the but roles are supposed to be like met because the Bible kind of connects to different areas. I feel like when I think of places that are like uber religious, I do think of like I think of places in the Midwest. I think I don't really think of California as one of them. That's true. I think of like hip, but all that.
So the other area I fit in though is richer class, and I feel like it's about power.
I don't think economically. I don't think is economic. Yes. Religion, I think of it as like in conservative house, because I know there are plenty of rich people out there that are not necessarily like religious.
Sure,
I just got a text message from the lovely Cheryl Young. She just a new puppy, adoption puppy. In case anybody was wondering, I know Angela knows Cheryl. Cheryl had to throw that to the podcast. The Bible related by men, and enough said. White men. Had to separate it. Is this still good? Yeah, it's all right. It might have passed its bill, but talking about the.
I thought you were talking about me.
I mean, you're getting up there. You're all of like 30 something. Strong statements made.
So what about some norms that we still kind of adhere to? Like you don't ask women her age.
I don't care, but I'm also of an age that it doesn't bother me. If that makes sense.
But it's something you probably respect an older lady, yeah.
I mean, like I don't go around asking anybody's age. I kind of assume, and there are some people that are. I feel like there are some people that put themselves on blast. Like your grandma. Like I know she's 90. I don't know, 94. What is she? 94, 95? But I think people say their age, and they know they look good. Know that they got things going on, and I'm like yes, honey. Get it, girl. I love that you're whatever age, and people say it loud and say it proud, and I'm cool with that. But I'm not. I don't think it. I feel like Leah said, age ain't nothing but a number. Number ain't nothing but bang. I don't know if that's the right.
Is it impolite somebody there?
I mean,
I don't adhere to that one.
Adhere to it. I guess I do.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't roll up to Rick and be like, "Yo, how old are you?" But I feel like that's. I guess I do feel like that's rude. I don't ask people. It's not something I care. On one hand, not something I care enough about. On the other hand, I guess it is rude because I think not so much for me. Like other people might not be comfortable with that.
I guess maybe at a talk, my brain's gone is what are some rude things you do?
Rude things I do.
Because I know I ask people there, and I'm sure I've done very rudely, but I'm that type of person for things.
So, going back to gender roles, and rude things that I, so that like I'm thinking about Melissa Miss Hazel. Do you want wine? Mm-hmm. And I love that show. It's freaking hilarious. But she like the stuff she did to like make her husband proud or whatever, and she did all this stuff, and he still left her. Spoiler alert. Episode 1. And she does all these things like she sets the window a certain way so the sun will naturally wake her up before her husband's alarm goes off, so she can take off her cold cream and on makeup and like look, she's all she woke up like this, Beyonce style and all of that. And I think about, there are definitely women that have done that, or probably still do, like all the things to like make it seem like this woman is larger than life. She doesn't do like she like looks this beautiful and she always does this, and I think about like I'll shave my legs. I I think I literally the last time I shaved my legs was wine camp, which is our annual wine convention where we drink wine and we learn about our business and try to help grow our business or whatever. I don't do it for Jay. I did it for me, and I knew I was gonna be in a cute dress, and I wanted to look cute in front of all friends.
All right. Let me ask you about this one real quick.
Let me finish my thought, please. But the other thing I was gonna say is that, like, I will in your presence, and I don't care. I do not care. But go ahead.
I was gonna say I never understood this smooth leg thing because it's like girls expect a man to want their lady to have smooth legs, but if you ever did find a dude that was rubbing legs like, ooh, these are smooth, it's creepy, right? Like, so what circumstances isn't gonna be creepy where dudes noticing your smooth legs?
Oh, your legs so smooth.
Like, I don't know, like, dudes are always creepy to me as when it say it out loud.
Your legs. Yes.
Explain that one to me.
I don't. I think I'm trying to remember when did I start. I remember when I shaved my legs the first time. I was in Girl Scouts. So this makes me think that, like, some woman said it to some other woman, and it's been like the matriarchy of like women telling other women that this is the only way to get a man, and then once they get a man, they real like, or like whatever you're into. But
I think like some girls just have really hairy legs and some don't, so some people may make fun of them.
Angela says, "Hey, babe, you're so hairless." Yes,
remind me of a biggest bottom.
Oh,
really, where are you going with that?
Slightly.
Where are you go? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're supposed to have hair. But I remember, like, it's been like this scene, like, telling other women that you're good enough, or like this is man really wants, but they've never actually to a man about what they want. And I was in Girl Scouts, so I was like grade, so I was like 10, and I remember being 10, and we were on a camping trip, and there were girls that were older than me in a tent. And one of the girls was like, "Yeah, I shaved my legs," and like, or something, and like talking it, and then she had a razor. And now that I think about it, this was totally not like COVID safe, and totally not like in terms of any sort of hygienic ways. But in a tent, and we proceed to share and shave each other because
girl things.
Yes, because smooth legs are like all the rage, and I remember like the commercials that were like Skin-Tint or not were really popular, and I remember using like, the peach blossom Skin-Tint whatever thing. So like I did this in the tent, and when your leg hair starts growing back, it's itchy, so you have to like continue to shave to like perpetuates like thing. And yeah, so I think I remember going home and being like, "Mom, I need to like I started shaving my legs or something." She's like, "I guess okay, is that a thing?"
She was like, "What they taught you?
Is that what they taught you?" And I think
which badge is
I do feel like
badge?
Which badge is this? I really do think she was like, "Do black people shave their legs?" I feel like that was a conversation. But I started shaving her legs because
I assume my mom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I know. I really, but
But that was gender roles too. Like, girls are supposed to shave legs.
They're supposed to look pretty for their significant other, maintain them.
The legs are shaved.
I don't know.
Do you shave the top of your feet too? If you do,
I think if you have hair, I think that might be a personal preference. But like, in thinking about that, hashtag Hobbit life. We are hobbits, so we're both under 5'3" or 5'4". We're definitely hobbits.
And we're drinking and we're married.
We drink. We're short. We're drinking. I'm Pippin. Which Pippin? I don't remember. Oh my god. No. I mean, as long as I get a fourth meal, I don't care.
We gotta at least wrap up to some sort of conclusion. So where are we going with this?
We're going with gender.
Am I wrong? Is there an issue with it? Did I take it out of context?
The end all be all of gender roles is do you boo boo. Whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good inside. Do whatever responsibilities make you happy, and if your significant other is okay with it and not harmed by it, do you.
All right, babe. Got shaved back then.
I'll shave your back.
Yeah.
Wear a bra. Wear makeup. All the bullshit. COVID, honey. Shoot, I don't even wear bras half the time.
Whoa.
like,
Can't be so bad.
we're in public, like we're in the middle of our apartment complex.
This public is a hit COVID times.
I'm just saying,
I mean,
if I'm at home, I ain't going nowhere. I mean, I'm wearing a bra because you can see the top half of my body. There's nothing on the bottom half of my body.
Honestly, there's at no point where a dude gets turned on. If a girl has a dress, she has draws. He just kind of assume, but like if she does, like, well, it's still covered. So I don't get it.
I mean, Angela said COVID read her. Girl.
Yo, there's a lot of
let it fly, girl.
Braless movement is going strong these days.
I mean,
it might not make it back. Victoria's gotta worry.
This Victoria has a secret because she just has big boobs, and sometimes it's
not a secret, babe.
It's not a secret. It's gotten me a lot of free drinks in my life. Thank you. Heavens. You can't see it because my big boobs were eating shirt, but it says "Speak me and tell me I'm pretty."
Doing half of it.
As we're talking about gender roles, I like to be told that I'm pretty, and I like to be fed.
Too, babe. Do you think men don't need to be told they're pretty?
I mean, I'm sure there is a man out there. If I told him he was pretty, he'd punch me in the face.
Yeah, but he's very kind of weird.
And then probably got some underlying issues that he needs to work out.
But plenty of people do that if I tell them dirty.
But you said girls. You didn't say men.
Yeah, that's my point. I'm saying it both ways.
Oh, you're saying plenty of girls punching in the face.
Yeah, like why are you telling me creep? Get away from me.
I mean, it depends on how you said it.
Gosh.
What are pants, Angela? Angela, what are pants? But anyways, we've digressed. Regressed. Have we regressed? Have we said that we set humanity back?
You know, I honestly
have we raised some aggression in you in this conversation? If did, then probably not my person. What? Have we made progress?
No, not at all. But I guess where my whole thoughts is like gender roles are a thing. They're a thing that a lot of people don't know. Mm-hmm. The thing that a lot of people in our generation are questioning. Mm-hmm. It's like the whole aspect of how it plays out for non. Well, just trying to be a little more inclusive, like non
labels for canned fruit.
Yeah, non-typical man-woman relationships. So everybody goes outside of that.
The cis relationship. No, that's not the right way to put it.
Just like societal norms. That goes outside of the societal norms. It's
but
if
the societal norms, everybody just love everybody.
Well, then we'd have a sex tasty.
Free love.
For free? What kind of thing? Wow, nobody's drinks.
That's another conversation. Lord, have mercy.
But yeah, I guess like my thoughts generally when I think of gender roles is why.
We love you, Angela. Hey, Don. Why gender roles?
Yeah, why do people like to hold on to them? Does it make them comfortable? Is that what they believe, or is that what they grew up with?
I mean, it is. I think it's all comfort, and so that's my point of like whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you comfortable, do that. Mm. You know, if I'm comfortable, like talking, babe. I'm comfortable with you cooking too, babe. like we were talking the other day about I think it was like we were talking cousins and they were saying you know like to. They like make the plate for their man, and I think I mean major plate today, but I more want you to hurry up and eat so we can go. It was all selfish. It was not. I understand. Exactly. I mean, I feel like because you get mad because I put too much of anything on your plate, and
I got one when I've got options. You know.
Yeah, and I liked it my own plate because we're gonna put too many vegetables on our plate. Some people, but I think about when I was in my parents gave me a plate, and I was like, you gave me the thing, like so many of the things do not want to eat.
Your mom still makes your dad's plate.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure she does. She still cooks lunch. Like I mean, now that she's retired, she's definitely stepped into those roles of like cooking all the time, cleaning the house, whatever. And dad handles the eye. At like for years, she's like made his breakfasts and lunches. You know, I remember that was one of my chores as a kid. Like I had to and you know, my sandwich is better than mom's. Mom and dad told me so. But wow. And it really became my hair looks long when daddy. I was always down. But I remember like he said something like it's so good. And mom's like, well, you get to make his sandwiches from now on. I'm like, nah. But like I used to make these big omelets and like into like fourths and put them in between toast with some dairy, and you know that was his breakfast in the morning, and even it up, and I'm like, that sounds like the jelly made his bread wet, and like I think that's like an old breakfast, but
so a deep thought I've got is I think gender roles,
but I think it was a setup
where a lot of potential for the man and woman's relationship to pride on supporting their significant other, their household. So the absence of that.
I'm so sorry. I really wanted to say it. I was like, you are on a roll. Like absence of evidence.
Absence of what is there? What is there
if you
for men and women to be prepared for to show their love when continue relationships?
The absence of evidence is the evidence of absence, babe. So if you haven't watched Boondocks, you need to watch Boondocks. Not talking Boondock Saints, but if you watch Boondock Saints, that's also a phenomenal movie. It's on a very high list.
The phrasing I was looking for.
What is it? Relationship
that defy heteronormative social paradigms.
Yes. Honey,
that's exactly what I was trying to say. Thank you. Like she knows.
Gingles are a control mechanism. Oh my God, Angela's gonna come on live with us one day.
They are, but a lot of people say that it makes us act better.
Does it? Well, you just like to watch the world burn. You have to think about it.
I don't want to disagree with that statement, but
the statement's true.
I think it's more of a why is there either the ideal society or the ideal family, because it functions better as a society. You know, when people are like, two gay people raise a kid, then that kid is not going to raise right.
They are,
you know. So it's like raised right by being able to be functioning.
What does that? What does right mean?
All right. Outside of what it means, I'm just saying the thought process, right?
I mean,
that's a reasoning. Yeah, that's a reasoning. You know, it's like the driving force behind it. That just because you just what I mean was right, they still think that this will help everybody be right.
And live a happy, healthy.
Outside of statistics and all that. Yes,
100%. Jay is always the advocate, but
look, somebody's got to be.
You, sir.
You,
sir.
But for real though, you know.
For realsy. Labels Angela, are for canned fruit. That's the end of the statement.
Why do we gender roles to know how to love people? Because some people don't get it. Angela,
is that you're saying that you don't know that I love you until I cook for
I'm
you?
not one of those people, babe. But yes.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at myself in this video. Oh, my skin looks great too. But I was just like, I look light is what I was looking at. Thank you for proving her point of control, Justin.
Yeah, a lot of people say that that's not wrong, especially when you're raising kids. They gotta control.
Hello, you gotta control. Oh, kids are another conversation
because they're close.
Are they?
So at certain ages.
Some, not all of them.
Look, they don't write until you teach them right.
Well, it's I always play parents.
I'm saying I didn't sense that they grew up.
I mean, some have personality. I'm gonna give them that. Again, another conversation. But yeah. So, what is your final thoughts? Final statement of Joel?
Oh, they're a question useless that people should discard. That's my thought.
That was succinct and beautiful. I was not prepared
for
that statement.
It's because it wasn't asked yet.
Yeah. Yep, they're a crutch. Labels for canned fruit. And any other thoughts?
Women should wear ties. They suck.
You should wear bras. Suck.
Not my A cups, babe.
I think you got at least to be there, boo.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you sure? Like,
yeah. There's like enough.
Saying his A cups don't need bras because I don't need a bra. These have been staying up
honey
perfectly with one.
If we're talking A cups, honey, I've seen plenty of women. I saw a woman today in the middle of the house with absolutely no bra on, walking in the refrigerated section, and I was like, girl, what do you think you ugly Skittles? So I'm not offended.
Yes or no?
I'm not offended by. I mean, no. I feel like they're.
No, they don't need bras. Or no.
No, they don't. They don't necessarily need bra. I'm not offended by holes. I know some people are.
Maybe shirts just need better about hiding them.
Yeah, shirts do need to be better.
Maybe they'll just enjoy nipples.
Nipple. I mean, if we can look. This is another conversation. I feel like this is like a wine about nipple edition. But yeah, my Instagram live is die.
And
Instagram
and just blowing up though.
Okay, all right. Let's catch up. Question for Jay: we teach our kid gender roles that are binary. How do we support non-binary children?
I've got an easy answer for you.
Oh,
we made
Lord.
all the kids watch Steven Universe.
Such a good show.
Oh, what a great it ended on the live.
Oh yeah. It's live just gets ended, but you guys get to with us longer on these books.
Hey Angela, let's go. Mail me your bras. We'll make some art.
Oh, it'd be fun. I feel like that could be a thing. But I'm just saying, if you ever watch, I feel like Steven Universe approaches
the truth.
Gender in such a beautiful way. It is totally a kid show. But it's so, oh my gosh, it's so well written, and there is Estelle, the voice actors for it, and it is written by Jessica Sugar, who is non-binary. Oh my god, it's an amazing show. You were totally wearing your Steven Universe shirt earlier,
and it reminded me because somebody at the grocery store is like, "I like your shirt." I'm like, "Oh, watch." She's like, "I did a little." I'm like, "You need to." But that's the summary of the 5-minute conversation I had after that.
But Jay, have you seen? But I'm not a cheerleader. I have seen it.
Is that the? No,
I have seen it. It's I can't the actress's name. She is in Orange Is the New Black. She's the one that
Kentucky?
Not Kentucky. I don't know why that is like your favorite character. It is not Kentucky. It is. She's got curly hair. I like her hair. It's just cheap, dry. No. She's the one that got like shunned by the Russian woman. She used to call her mom. And then I think she did. I think she did. She struggled dry. You're so kind.
I'd love to see her in another show.
But there's this movie that's I'm not a cheerleader, and basically she realizes that she's attracting women.
Yeah.
And like they sent her to like a reformation camp.
Yeah.
And but they
I
make
don't think I want to see that.
It's not it. They make it. It's a comedic. So like when I saw it, like I know the movie. I feel like when I watched it, I didn't quite understand the whole like spectrum of things. I don't know. I was like 12, 13 maybe. I don't know how old the movie is.
It was her. She's how old? Like
she was like a schooler. She was playing a high schooler.
Same girl.
Yeah.
Let me answer a question. It's so odd that we get offended by female nipples, but not nipples. It is if you think about it that way. But if you think about it from a control aspect, like you're looking at the nipple.
You can't control nipples.
Yeah. You're looking at a woman that somebody else is to get offended over. So like they've got to prevent that issue coming up from a man controls the woman aspect, which was societal and religious in a lot of different areas. So bringing in all that into the new century, like it kind of makes sense.
It can stay in the old century.
It can, but I'm just saying,
That just reminded me of the post that I saw earlier, and it was so fun. Fun fact: Angela used to teach women's studies.
Why not gender studies? Like she said,
I showed in my gender. You right? I did that. It came up right as I said that but there was a post earlier that I saw, and it was like Tumblr. It was Snapchat of someone blur, and it was basically like we need to hide their nipples because it's disrespecting your it's disrespecting other women and their married husband. It's disrespecting your future husband. It's disrespecting. I was like, say what? Amount of people that commented afterwards that were like, my nipple free. Oh, I think it was in the fire trial. Oh man. My friend, for those of you that are into your femininity, into just loving yourself, learning more about like your sexual, like you're awakening your sexual energies. I don't know if that's right. Being, there you go. Whatever. There is a group called the Fire, women only. Sorry. Run by my amazing friend Portia Newton, and there is beautiful stuff that's going there, and I love it.
And some fire stuff.
We're both right. It's called Gender and Women's Studies, is what she taught. I love that. I love that it's inclusive. Yes, Portia Newton is amazing. Yeah, we've taken a couple of her classes, like she has some couples classes.
You can go to this afterwards.
Oh shit! Is that what you want to do?
Mm-hmm.
Is that how you and your Friday night?
Oh,
honey, you're getting a little too into our personal lives.
Only you love them.
Anyways, yeah. Is there anything else to share? Add?
No.
Is there any more questions?
My summary. What's your summary on it?
My summary on it? Labels for canned fruit. That's like the basic.
What does it mean to you? Labels.
It
just can them.
Yes, you can them. Kick them to the curb. You know what? Labels and kick rocks.
What do we do with everything we're taking the label off of?
Recycle it.
Recycle the labels?
Because that is good for the environment.
Then they come back.
I know. Oh my god, the fruit classes. Oh, we're talking dried apricots.
Oh,
we're talking about
not that grapefruit.
Not that great. Oh, that is a class. Oh man, honey. Like back to Portia Newton, so it's funny. Inside jokes. But yeah, I think that I said it earlier. Do what makes you happy. Inside, you just go throw that out there. Do what makes you happy. Do what fulfills you. And you know, if you feel like certain actions show love to your significant other, if your significant other tells you, I feel like it's communication. Like you know, when you talk to one, that's a whole. I feel like it's a whole topic in and of itself to say, like, you know, when you're talking to your significant other and telling them, like, I'm like, this is what makes me feel loved. This is my love language. My love language is acts of love, acts of you looking for me, acts of you opening the door for me, acts of service. That is the proper. You know, honey. You know, but like when you know what your love language is, like, is it, I just need you to tell me you love me, is it, you know, all of these things. I don't think that you adhere to, you know, Bob the builder over here said that you need to do this in order for your significant other to feel loved and appreciated and whatever. Oh, it says I need to come visit so we can do a show with all three of us, and that comment sounds inappropriate. Appreciate it.
I was wondering what type of show she was talking about.
I'm down. Come visit. Come out. And we can do all California things, if you know what I mean.
So, what are we gonna end it on?
What's next? I don't like
hot ones.
Hot ones. Oh god.
All right. We're about the red carpet for you. Get this camera. Tell people what you got coming up. Tell people how you feel.
You do that so well. No, we watched 3 episodes on hot ones.
Oh yeah.
Guys, at the end. So what we've got going on, this is the end of February. So tomorrow is August. We're got our new wines. New wines are going to be coming out for August 1st. I'm super excited about it. So make sure that you are a part of Wine Club. If you are not part of my Wine Club, wine not. We also have the Wine Divas tasting room. If you are our Facebook, if you love Facebook and you like to hang and have a community on Facebook and you like wine and you want to hang out, talk about wine and drink wine and all of that kind of stuff, I want you to be a part of that community. I'm also launching the Confident entrepreneurs building their business on social media. I think that's the name of the group. I don't remember who named it. But something about that type of confident for entrepreneurs that is going to be on as well. It's going to be my free community where we do all sorts of tips and tricks on how to make you feel confident on camera, as well as growing your business on Facebook and Instagram. All of that jazz hands. Cool. You like that?
Very nice.
Very nice. Yes. All right. So we are gonna peace out, roll out, drink more wine, and hope you have a good weekend, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out.